there you go. That was the Stockings with Street Talking, and I must say it's really good. Not only have we got international acts on the show today, but we've got two new acts on the show that you probably haven't seen before. That is indeed in the Stockings and Loose Change. Both those groups, one from Melbourne, one from Perth, recorded and produced their own singles, and I think it's a credit to them. So there you go. All right, listen, one group that I'm very proud of that is doing so well in America at the moment, and that's Air Supply, headed by Russell, and with Lost in Love, this week on the American charts, it's number 10 on Record World, number 16 in Billboard, and number 17 in Cashbox, and that's really good going. They're doing another LRB on us, so that's good that they're holding up the flag. All right, one guy that's about to go on tour, he's just finished his album with Peter Solly, is Jo Xep and the Falcons. They've got a tour out called The Falcon Fanatic Frolic, would you believe? And here are the tour dates. This should be good because he's great on stage. April the 1st, April the 6th, 24th and 30th in Victoria. New South Wales, the 8th and 17th. Queensland, the 18th and 20th. South Australia, May 2nd and 4th. And don't miss out on that tour because I have a feeling they're going to go to America very soon because I think they're about to be whisked up because they've got so much talent. That is Jo Xep and the Falcons. All right. One particular album that's out now, the Radiators, we had them on the show last week, called Feel the Heat. This is a very good example of their work. Here is again yet another group that have emerged over the last 12 months, do a lot of their own production, write their own songs, and come up with the goods. They're great on stage, saw them in stage at the Bombay Rock the other night, and I think they're a group to really watch out for in 1980. That's their album, Feel the Heat. One lady while she was here, our very talented crew and producer, did a pre-record, which is we recorded something before we did Countdown. It's Miss Judie Tzuke with a new single. This was done on Countdown's scenery and floors and everything like that. Welcome to the cruise, Miss Judie Tzuke from Countdown.
I've got to tell you that don't want no clouds to fill my sky. Don't want the eye, no crooked eye. Don't want the night, no more goodbye.
That's a beautiful production. All right, listen, my floor manager has just said speed it up, so get out your racing guides, because here we go. The Knack, which I roasted a couple of weeks ago, I still don't like the album, but you out there apparently do like the album. It's starting to sell, and the single's starting to sell. In America, they're already top 15, so I'm wrong, you're right. Here is the Knack with Baby Talks Dirty.
Honey's not a sweet thing. None of my sweetie loves a real me, baby. I got to do it to her just right. She got to be in trouble all night. What you say, do it to it, do it to it, do it to it, yeah.
Oh, there you go, the Knack. You could sing along with My Sharona. They've altered the lyrics. I still don't like it, but I mustn't go on with it. You like obviously like it. All right, one guy that's coming out for the Rock Awards, which is on April the 13th, is Mr. Disco himself, all the way from Miami. His name is Harry Casey, better known to you as KC and the Sunshine Band. He's going to be one of our very special presenters. He's also out here on a very mini tour, and here is KC's tour dates. Let's have a look at them. Right, we're coming around the turn. Adelaide, April the 12th, Melbourne, April the 14th, Brisbane, April the 16th, and Sydney, April the 18th. I wish the winners the best of luck. No, that's Casey and the Sunshine Band with Please Don't Go, and also on the Rock Awards, April the 13th. Boy, oh boy. Well, listen, here is an album. You saw Marianne Faithful before, and you saw her with The Ballad of Lucy Jordan. Well, this is the album Broken English. You can't buy this album out here because it's not released locally. This is an import. It's a great album. She apparently lost her voice just 2 days, which I'm about to do now. Before she recorded the album, she used to go up with Mick Jagger. By breaking her voice, she's come out with a great rock and roll album. Stretch it now. Right, okay. I can now talk about this album. In fact, it is a rather good rock and roll album. She used to sing all these very sweet sort of songs, but with this album, she's really getting into rock and roll. Ballad of Lucy Jordan is not just the pure example of what this album's about. There's a lot of other tracks on it. All right, there you go, Broken English, and that's Marianne Faithful. Right, we're starting off again. John Townley, who I reviewed last week, and you must go out and have a listen to his album because it is an excellent album. He'll be out in Australia in about 2-3 weeks' time. Be on the show. Here is a track from that album, Dream, John Townley.
You won't see now love's lost to one. Dream, dream while your lies goes wrong, don't wrong. Now one you know that can help you out. Dream.
They're already saying in America that he is one of the songwriters for the 80s, Mr. John Townley. As I say, he'll be out here in about 3 weeks' time. One guy that we all dearly love and admire is David Bowie. He re-released a single in England about 4 or 5 months ago. It went top 10 in that country. It's an old song with a new David Bowie look. David Bowie with John, I'm Only Dancing. Well, he certainly looks a lot more normal than when I interviewed him in the Gardens in London. All right, one lady who, if you had said to me, say, 4 or 5 months ago that Janice Ian was about to do a record with Donna Summer's record producer, Giorgio Moroder, I would have said, you're talking through your hat. She did, in fact, do that, and it's produced a hit for her because we haven't seen her on the charts for such a long time. She's a great singer. Here is a new single that's roaring up the charts, a Moroder production, Fly to High. Miss Janice Ian. This is beautiful.